Longhorns and the fifth-ranked Lady Vols have each already claimed a victory in this weekend series. Can we interest you in a top-5 rubber match today in the SEC? So each with victories over the past 48 hours. So we take a look at how that affects.
Kavon trying to figure out exactly where the corners are right now. Her rise ball can tilt both ways as well, so you'll see it take a little bit of a curve, sometimes a little bit of a screw like that last pitch.
5-pitch walk to Fiedler. As Tennessee will her freshman campaign short. And that one hit her. So shades of what we saw back on Friday. First two batters able to threaten here for Tennessee, and of course 2 weeks coming back from injury this year. Pops this one up, and fortunate to avoid an infield fly rule.
Mormon.
Again, nobody out with bases loaded. This stays playable in foul territory, and the two Longhorns combine. And they're going to say that properly.
Not communicating well and not keeping their head in the game. Reese Atwood and Jolie Mitchell collide on this one. And you saw after the play, Reese Atwood said, "I can't hear you. It's loud." Jolie Mitchell has to be louder, but Tegan Kavon can't watch that happen. And defensively here in the top of the first, just haven't been able to respond.
First strikeout of the day for Tegan Kavon, 2 outs.
Outer half that Tennessee's really having to make her work a lot harder.
That's Kavon with a K, her second. Lady Vols strike first.
First hit by pitch ever of her career as well.
That's right. Shot at the middle. Second hit of the weekend. Tying run is on for number 1 Texas. But Pickens prevails. Her first punch out, 1 away.
Texas just a little bit.
Mia's the only batter for either team with 3 hits over the first 2 days here in Austin. But unable to get a piece of that one. Back-to-back strikeouts, a response from RBI Queen. Right on cue. This one off the wall. Ashton Maloney from first will come all the way home. It's as if it's scripted for Reese Atwood.
But making the adjustment here, and you see Carlin Pickens trying to go outside. That is plated. Reese Atwood stays on top of that after being a strikeout victim of rise balls yesterday. Drives that just off the wall. Thought that might clear it, but midway off the wall, and that bounce off that left field wall actually favored Texas, allowed Ashton Maloney to score because it got too far away from Morgan.
Jolie Mitchell, 1 pitch later, joins Atwood on the base paths with 2 outs.
Smith type of pitcher. She meets them all where they are when they come to campus and tries to increase their productivity.
Tennessee gets out of the innings training 2 base runners, but not before Reese Atwood ties this one up in the home half of the first, bringing it was a short-lived advantage. On to the bottom third of the order. First pitch to Amaya Doyle, sky high into the Texas sun. And Longhorns able to avoid a collision that time as Leanne Good squeezes it in.
You threw a big punch on Friday. You got the big punch back on Saturday.
So on out to Caden Henry. 2 away. As the 8-hole hitter worked the count full, but retired. 2 up, 2 down. Back around as Kenzie Fiedler walked and scored last inning. This one shot over to Bennett. After Texas ties this one up.
Absolutely got plowed over in that last game in Missouri.
Yeah. Went around on the appeal. Pretty clear on first look. That pitch inside, but could not. Here's Leanne Good. Over left side, Mueller at short. Routine.
Had some personal issues throughout her time from 8th grade until it was time to report to college, and ended up a much different path.
Taylor Panel across the diamond. 7, 8, 9 go in order.
Against 1 through 10 almost every other weekend, if not 1 through 25.
Texas suffered its first loss in conference when they had to head out to Gainesville, dropping the final game on that Monday.
Then the Tennessee Orange.
2-2 out towards left. Stewart over the head off the wall will try to get the out at second. But a double with one out for Taylor Panel. Second hit of the day for Tennessee, the first one to get out of the infield.
Karen Weekly had to replace Chris Malvo, who took the head job at Auburn.
A chance to reclaim a lead here. They will send Panel from second. It's out of the glove. We're not going to get Panel. It's 2-1 Tennessee. Boo Gibson is struck once more.
Well, right now it looks to me that Tennessee offense is ready for the rise balls inside against Tegan Cavan. We've seen a lot of swing and misses on that pitch, but they're also now starting to barrel it up. She has to figure out how to use that changeup in the outside corner if she's going to can play on hitters. And we saw Tegan Cavan rack up 18 Ks against Texas Tech in a similar situation.
Third straight ball shot out to Katie Stewart and left. Third straight base hit for Tennessee. So Gibson down to third. It's a single for Nugent. Runners on the corners for Tennessee. With one out, make it 2 outs. Cavan is double dipped at the expense of Mueller today.
Well, both of them historically known for great arms, and more recently been able to add the offensive to that piece.
In foul territory, a little snow cone on a day that's heating up here in Austin. Mia Scott records the third out. Tennessee strands 2.
To allow these athletes to grow in their game and offensively increase their production year in and year out.
Here's Ashton Maloney. She was your tying run in the first. A nice recovery by Carlin Pickens. I don't know if that was 78.2 down to first, but
has that ability.
You saw Scott in the on-deck circle. Payoff pitch. Pickens twice today has struck out Henry. 2 away.
Is right on that back corner.
Tough hop, charging Mueller, and just has to swallow it. Infield base hit for Mia Scott. Her fourth hit.
Stewart to do something behind her.
2 outs, run on first. Charging his Panel and fires a dart over to first. So Tennessee not made to pay for the 2-out base hit from Mia Scott. Longhorns
with the team. He's now keeping himself busy.
So over the left side, good at short. The long throw gets to Jolie Mitchell with time to spare, 1 away. And of course, when we talk to a lot of
about his time with the 1996 Olympic team.
A tell-all?
More of a history. So
bang, bang play. Mitchell had to throw it to the bag, hoping Katie Bennett would be there. She was. 2 away. And Texas starts. This one off the glove of Scott. It'll be an infield base hit for the 9-hole hitter, Morgan. So there will be no 3 up, 3 down this time through the bottom third of the order.
Going to have A-, B, B+, and your team has to be able to pick you up.
Runner going out by a mile. Reese Atwood wipes Savia Morgan off the base paths and takes Texas back into the dugout, still within.
With Quiroga coming in as a pinch hitter, throwing 74+, go right at the lefty.
Right back up the middle, a pinch hit for Vanessa Quiroga to set the table here in the fourth. Tying run is on for Texas.
Many in her time at Florida State, at Stanford, at UNLV, Team Canada, that she's truly supported by everybody.
Ella Dodge was thinking about turning 2 and was fortunate in the end to in a 1-run ball game. This will knock it out of the infield. Runner will have to hold it second. And coming over to make the catch, Boo Gibson. All the way from first.
Ability to hit for power, but has to be able to do so right now with Quiroga on second.
Longhorns will strand a runner in scoring position. That lead still intact for Carlin Pickens and Tennessee. They will look for insurance for the
run. So
she scored in the first. Batter in the on-deck circle. Taylor Panel scored in the third. That's a 5-pitch walk, not tempting for Fiedler. Her second free pass today.
Well, just 2 free passes, but the last 3 pitches, none of them series.
She has walked 4 times this weekend. Shot right up the middle. First pitch Taylor Panel sees. And she gets to run the bases for a 3rd time today. She's 2 for 2. Her time in Austin is over. And Texas may have caught a break. Stewart underneath it. It will be a sacrifice fly, though. The remaining base runner for Tennessee is going to run her way back to the dugout. So Boo Gibson with the sac fly brings home Kenzie Fiedler. Taylor Panel now, the second out.
Lolly Gutierrez able to get them 2 outs. This pitch over the heart of the plate, though. You can't miss those spots to hitters like Boo Gibson. But the sac fly to Katie Stewart. A great throw, knowing they don't have the runner at home. Katie Simmons cuts, heads up play to get Panel, who was
2 balls, 2 strikes. Gutierrez on in relief, facing the cleanup hitter Nugent. On the right side, Simmons snags it. And Texas has some work to do heading into the home half of the 5th. Tennessee's grown their lead to 2.
more.
Bennett's a .476 hitter leading off an inning, and she's going to reach here.
Well, this is a crack in the door that Texas needs. Lucy Pickens just go right at Ashton Maloney to try to thwart the momentum that Katie Bennett.
Right up the middle, off the glove of Pickens. Still a chance to get the lead out. A nice recovery by Ella Dodge.
Starting.
And a chance to get out of the inning here, giving way to the shortstop, Mueller. So Katie Bennett got on to get the 5th inning started. Next 3 batters for Texas. As Mueller over the left side, good. 1 away. And Gabby Leach and her twin sister Alana, the sophomores out of the Woodlands. First strikeout for Gutierrez. The 2-2 with 2 outs. Lofted over into foul territory. It's a 3-up, 3-down inning for just the 2nd time today for the bats of Tennessee as Citlali Gutierrez gets the Longhorns.
Be in a ball game, win a ball game. Pitchers, obviously, in this day and age, so much technology and scouting, as we mentioned.
A 5-pitch walk for Atwood to lead off here in the 6th inning.
Pitchers are not going to be as much of a secret.
A 1-2 count to Quiroga with Atwood the runner on first, and there's your first out of the inning. As Pickens strikes out Quiroga for the first time, she'll pass on her knowledge to Katie Stew. Down by 2 in the bottom of the 6th. Opposite field, it'll get into right. Atwood will have to hold up its 2nd. Katie Stewart will join her on the base paths as the tying run.
Texas does have a flair for the dramatic sometimes here at home.
Left side, they'll try to get 2 over to first. And Tennessee gets the inning-ending double play. Longhorns will be down to their final 3 outs in the conference series since March of last year, their final go-round in the Big 12. Of course, both these teams won regular season conference titles last year. And Ella Dodge, quick. Can't remember the last time I was inspired to do as much. Punched out towards left. And that's Caden Henry, your center fielder, in left to make that catch. There's no double play to be made this time around.
2, but unable to land her changeups. After getting ahead, now sees herself even with Fiedler.
It's a 2-out walk. 3rd time today, Fiedler sees ball 4. She has scored each of the prior 2 occasions. Panel punches this one. It's going to get down in the gap, and with 2 outs, full speed ahead for Fiedler from first to third. Looking to tack another one on. Third RBI plate appearance today for Boo Gibson. Third time Kenzie Fiedler, after being walked, comes home to score.
It's open. Don't let her continue to put up RBIs, make the deficit bigger. Not a bad pitch by Gutierrez, a little bit too much plate. But you have to know Gibson popped up.
One pitch later, Scott with the scoop, but one pitch too late. Tennessee has Texas down to their final 3 outs. Join them, Bennett in the on-deck circle. Eighth strikeout for Pickens to match her total 24 back strikeouts. That one a backwards K. Ninth strikeout for Pickens.
Well, this pitch on the outer half against Katie Bennett, but if I'm Katie Bennett, I'm not swinging at that because I spent the first 4 innings watching that be ball out of the hand of
She saw it
Cavan.
twice in that play. Again, the 3-2. Ball game is still underway here in Alston. A 2-out single from Ashton Maloney.
It's a tall tap.
The 0-2 from Pickens to Henry. Caught her. Tennessee takes the SEC Weekend Series in this top 5 clash here in Alston against #1 Texas. Your National Pitcher of the Week and back-to-back SEC Pitcher of the Week, Carlin Pickens, pitching another gem, her second straight in as many days.
Well, Karen Weekly gambled on night 1, starting Pickens, pulling her, letting the rest of the staff take that game, trying to back in the series and get games 2 and 3. It paid off. Carlin Pickens, absolutely masterful on the mound. Have to imagine she's in the running for Pitcher of the Week nationally again with the way she pitched here against one of the top offenses in the country.
It's been a weekend of firsts for Tennessee, including a couple of wins over #1 for the 5th-ranked Lady Vols.
Well, Tennessee going to use this momentum as they go into the SEC, and as we said in the open, try to differentiate